Hello. You don't know who I am, and I don't know who you are. But I would like to introduce myself. Some of you may be returning viewers realizing this is actually my new first video. You might know it's my first video if you're new to the channel. I used to have a lot of original videos, but they got deleted. So this is my new video. I decided to make a new style of content, just because, well, why not? I need to. So, what am I doing? Well, if you read the title, we're going to be checking PvP sets. Before I do that, check the Rally Ranch. This is going to be a PvP set you guys will be seeing soon, so keep a lookout for it. Anyways, let's go into PC box. We're going to start off with the first Loomian on this list, Garlash. Obviously, this is not TP trained to the max, it is randomly TP trained. So yeah, it's suggested to TP train this instantly for its melee attack, its speed, and energy, because energy is really important when it comes to Garlash. Now what's the personality? You always want a brawny. You always want a brawny Garlash. You want very clumsy, so Garlash can have decently good defenses. You want it to be nimble. Now any item on Garlash is your by choice. You can have any essence on here. You can have power cuffs. You can have whatever. Just try not to put the most useless items on here. Anyways, next. So the ability you will want on Garlash is Power Jaw, as Power Jaw is really useful, because biting attacks such as Mega Chomp and Chili Chomp can be boosted, which is why it's suggested to have a Dark and Ice Essence, but also you might need Primal and Water Essence. Depends. Well, Ancient Essence, not Primal Essence. And this is a suggested moveset to run on Garlash. Of course, if you do want Power Jaw boost, I suggest you replace Vicious Snap with something else, as Vicious Snap isn't always the best move for Garlash, as what's it called? Actually forgot what it was called. I think it was called Aqua Jaws. Yeah, I think it was called Aqua Jaws. I don't know. But yeah, you can go Vicious Snap or Aqua Jaws, and onto the UPs. Now I know my UPs aren't the best for melee or defensively, but trust me, I'll fix this later on when I'm able to get some more sharps from fighting corrupteds. So obviously, you don't really want to invest much into the range attack, because the range attack is fucking useless. Like, I genuinely mean useless. You always want to invest in everything else here but the range attack. And that's all. That's all for Garlash. Then we move on to the next, Garbantus. Now, instantly you can see that this is a secret ability, Garbantus. Yes, I am running secret ability for a reason. Now, you might obviously say that Trash Armor can actually have way more potential because you get double defensives. But it's suggested to go on offense's Garbastion, so look at Garbantis' move pool. You can have so much good attacks. You can counter almost everything. Of course, your only problem is Avitrosh, but still, you have so much against so much. And just in case you're fighting a bug type, you have Body Crash. Well, except for Harvesect, and yeah, you're kind of screwed there. But yeah. Anyways, as you might know, this is pure Nimble, but it's not brawny. Now, why is that? Well, it's because the Scarbantis was made somehow randomly. And no, I'm not joking. It's really at the Rally Ranch, and it's pure Nimble. Now, of course, I was rallying my pure Nimble Garbantis, which I found in the wild when I started playing this game at first, and I just had the Yo-Yo on, so that's why it was pure Nimble. Now, sooner or later, I might actually try and make melee attack. I might put melee attack on this, and then I might just put very clumsy. Yeah. If you're wondering why I have Sharp Claws, moves that have contact like Body Crash and Battering Ram and Venom Chomp, and I'm pretty sure Earthquake does or doesn't, I don't know, you do more strength. And of course, with its highest direct contact move, Battering Ram, you can pair that with a Bug Essence or the shell that buffs it. I don't know what the shell's called. Anyways, on to this. Again, it's the same thing as Garlash. You don't need range attack. Range attack is kind of useless. As you can see, I'm trying to UP the range defense because the range defense is not finished. Of course, you should be careful when always going for Garbantis. Even though Garbantis has really, really high speed stat, as you can see here, 160, and it's just normal nimble with some TP chain though. Garbantis always takes hard hits from Rutagon, and that's why whenever you try and get Garbantis into Rutagon, careful, as you might actually lose your Garbantis. Anyways, on to the next Loomian, Halvantic. Now, you may instantly realize this Halvantic is different than most Halvantics you see. This one has the same personality as the Garlash. Brawny, very clumsy, and nimble. Now, a lot of people might obviously say, but why don't you go? But why don't you go very brawny specialty boots? You see the Dark Essence? Yeah. This is actually a different kind of Halvantic. This Halvantic is meant to go for This Halvantic is meant to go for speed and attack. Of course, you always want to have different coverage items. Of course, as you might say, specialty boots might work on Dark Essence Pitch Black. Yeah. Yeah, there's something called Eclipse with Total Eclipse, so yeah. So, of course, you always want these moves. Primal Slash, Thunder Crash, Gnarly Gash, and Baneful Bash. I just realized all those have Ash in them. It's actually kind of surprising about Halvantic. Maybe Halvantic should actually have Ash at the end. Anyways, onto the thing. It's the same thing as Garbantis and Garlash. You never want to invest in the range attack, because range attack is useless. Anyways, onto the next Loomian, which finally is a ranged attacker. Of course, you might notice this Wintrix is not by me, so credits to Lucky Charm 15 for giving me this Wintrix in a trade offer. Anyways, of course, you will want to run very frail, smart, nimble. Of course, as you might notice, I actually have the ability Chill. Now, I know it's way more better to run Glider Wise, but it's fine anyways, as this still can work. It's just a little bit worse since, yeah, but at least Resonate can do way more damage, and it needs to. Anyways, items can also vary on Wintrix. You can either have Power Cuffs or Ice Essence. I put Power Cuffs because I was way too broke to afford an Ice Essence, and I had an extra spare Power Cuffs in my inventory. Anyways, but yeah, it has a lot of energy, decent health, and also really good defense. Like, this thing can actually tank a hit from stuff. Anyways, onto the moveset. Now, I know this ability is not good, but it works. Like it still works on Wintrix. Like, don't worry. Of course, we have Airblade to hit bug and fighting types, Brain Freeze to actually hit mine types and also other types. And then we have Resonate just to hit way hard with Typeless, just in case like you're not effective, and Peace of Mind just to boost yourself. Now, Wintrix is one of the fastest, and is actually really, really fast, but not that fast. So you can actually get up your Peace of Mind. Anyways, of course. Anyways, what's different about this Loomian is you actually want to invest in the range attack stat, but you don't want to invest in the melee attack stat, as the melee attack stat is worthless, as you can see, because it's very frail. Anyways, on to the last Loomian. You might just say this is a normal Tatab. It isn't, actually. This is an opposite Tatab. Not a normal Tatab that you would see. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, if you check here, it's a range attack. It's a range attacker. Now, Tatab is normally based on the melee attacking side, but I wanted to try and test something. Would this be useful in PvP? Now, of course, sort of. It did kind of work. The Tatab did kind of work, but also it's gonna have a disadvantage with its moveset. Now, let's get on to the thing. Its personality is gonna be very frail, smart, nimble. You do not want to go very smart, as you kind of lose most of your speed stat when you do that, which is really, really bad, because Tatab needs the speed stat to outspeed certain Loomians. Anyways, why do you want the item Plant Essence? Well, it's for a reason. Let's go to the moveset. This is the sad moveset that range Tatab gets. It gets Boom Bash, Nature's Force, Headache Split, and Mud Splatter. It's one of the only good ranged attacks that Tatab gets in its evolution line. Now, boom matches that hit like certain types, like bugs, like bug types, typeless types, metals, depends. Headache split is just for brawler types, just in case, and also some other types like the toxic type. Mud splatter is also for the toxic type, and also to lower the speed on Loomians like Gabadebic, just in case. And you have Nature's Force just for certain Loomians, or if you need to hit hard. This is the reason why you want Plant Essence, because Nature's Force does the most damage out of all of these moves here, which is why Nature's Force is better to have a Plant Essence. Then we go to the training. Just like Wintrix, invest in the ranged attack stat, as I did with the TPs, and also do not invest in the melee attack stat, as that is something you definitely do not want to do at all when you go opposite tab. Don't ask why it's called Puppet Nature. And yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't know who these random people are. And ooh, this is secret ability. Wow, that was so random. Yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye bye.